That was more like it. You know, that was kind of like last night's game too. It's been a good last couple nights to be a Jays fan. They've been late nights, as you can see by the bags under my eyes. It's tough doing the video, but I got to power right through it. Blue Jays win 5-0 over the LA Angels. And you know what? This was just like one of those games where you're like, mwah, that was just a beautiful game. Mwah. It's a great overall performance. Now, where to start, though? We got to start somewhere. R.A. Dickey, I think, is right off the bat. We got to start talking about him. You know, he had a rough first inning. He struggled a little bit, but he got out of it scoreless. He goes 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Goes 5 scoreless innings. What really more can we ask from that guy? He did fine. The knuckleball was dancing. Man, it was dancing. And he looked good. He looked really, really good. Until the 6th inning where he gave up a couple hits. And I think that's where we're like, oh boy, there's the Dickey inning where things go wrong. I got to give props to Gibbons. He pulled him at the right time. You know? He didn't give Dickey, he had a short leash on him. And Biagini comes out, you know, he walks the first guy. People thinking, oh great, bases loaded, nobody out. We're only up by 2. This is not gonna go too well. Biagini strikes out the first guy. Okay, we got 1. Now the double play's in order. Little chopper back to him, goes home. Can't get the guy first. Don't even try really. And there's 2 out. Not sure how. I can't really remember how they got the 3rd out. Nonetheless, he does. No runs score. Just a great job of composure by the young man, Joe Biagini. Thinking this guy was in Double-A last year and just gets brought up to the bigs. It's ridiculous. He's an amazing pro. And then, you know, the 7th inning comes around. Benoit does his job. Goes in an inning, gives up a hit, strikes out 2 guys. Same old, really. Grilli comes out, goes 2/3, walks a couple guys, strikes out 1, gives the ball to Osuna, who goes an inning and a third, and strikes out a guy, walks 1 in the 9th to lead off the inning, but doesn't seem to bother him. Done and done. Blue Jays win. Pitching, bullpen, beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. You know, also the bats were really, you know, a lot of people would say they only had 2 runs for the longest game, or for the longest time, so, you know, the offense wasn't really there. You got to look at it from at-bats perspective and the way they were kind of approaching the plate, right? And they had good approaches. And, you know, the reason I say that, it's a few reasons. A few reasons back that up, too. 2 things. 1, we walked 5 times today. Bautista walks twice. Donaldson walks twice. Bautista walks twice. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 walks they take today, and only 5 strikeouts. We're so used to seeing double-digit strikeout games and them not swinging at anything and taking strikes like crazy. And they didn't today. Right? They waited for their pitch. If they didn't get it, they took the walk. They did their job. They looked really, really good today. Devin Travis continuing to be ridiculous. His average is now up to 304. I mean, come on. This guy's ridiculous. He's an on-base machine. Doesn't walk. But if you get on base, I don't care how you get on, really. Donaldson goes 1 for 2. He gets a double. Did he get the... No. He got a single. And he got an RBI we're going to talk about that a little. We're going to break down the game a little bit. You know what? I'm not going to talk about specific statistics because they don't matter. The team wins. That's what matters. First 3 innings was a snooze fest. Bats weren't there for either team. They had their chances, couldn't cash in. Okay. 4th inning rolls around. Troy Tulowitzki hits it deep. Is it going to stay fair? It's got the distance for sure. It's a fair ball. 2-run shot, Troy Tulowitzki. He's been studly. 24 home runs now. I mean, he's been a great piece for this team. People can say that his average isn't Troy Tulowitzki, yes, and I understand that. But with his glove and with his clutch hitting, I don't care if his average is 220 or 250. If he's clutch and he has good defense, fine by me. I'll take the other hits, don't get me wrong. So let's move to the 9th inning, because really nothing happened up until then. I forgot what happened. Russell Martin doubled off the wall, right, to lead off the inning. Devin Travis singles up the middle, of course. First and third, nobody out. Donaldson, great piece of hitting, pushes the ball deep, carrying to the wall. Calhoun makes the catch way deep enough to score Russell Martin, and that makes it 3-0 Blue Jays at the time. Edwin does not like sacrifice flies. I don't blame him. He's like, come on, hit a 2-run dinger, why don't you? It was actually kind of funny. Mom and I were watching the game. She's like, you know what? I feel a lot more comfortable if we hit if we get, a home run and make it 5-0. Swinging a drive, that's 5-0. Literal, honest to God, that's what happened. Hilarious, love it. Beautiful hit by Edwin right off the bat. I'm like, well, that's gone. Didn't even need to look. I didn't even look at the hit because I'm like, that's gone. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just a great job overall by the guys and just a solid performance. So, quick standings recap before we talk about the final 2 games of the series. Boston, Baltimore both won. So, Boston's still 2 up on us. Baltimore is tied with us. However, remember when the Yankees were all on our heels? They're now 4 games back. They have really, really slipped. Well, not really slipped, but they've lost 3 in a row, whereas we've won 2 in a row. So we kind of have helped ourselves a little bit there. As per the wild card, at the moment we have the home field because we have the head-to-head over Baltimore, and Seattle is the next team in the standings, and them and Detroit are 3 games back, both of them. So we have a 3-game lead in the playoff spot. Looking good. We did our job today. We did our job yesterday. We got to do our job tomorrow. Let's get it done. I mean, we can do it. So let's talk about tomorrow's game then. Francisco Liriano is going up against Ricky Nolasco. I don't know what we're going to see. We thought we were going to see a light show today with 2 guys with ERAs pretty high up there. Didn't see it. It was 2-0 for the longest time. I don't know what we're going to see tomorrow. I have no clue. But that's why we love the big game of baseball. You never know what you're going to get from one day to the next. Finale of the series, Marcus Stroman, Alex Mayer. ERA suggests we should smoke them, but hey, they don't mean anything really. Because it's who's good on that day. Marcus Stroman could keep the ball down and look really, really good. Alex Mayer could be a stud. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I'm not going to do any prediction. And as you can probably tell, the video is still backwards. Why? Because we've been winning. So, let's keep going with it, alright? Let's keep it going. So, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys like the video, hey, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. If you really enjoy, I'm talking about really enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button. And, plenty of videos coming out to you guys. And, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Before I mention that, check out the Twitter page down below. I had some tweets going out today about the game. With more people following and everything, I'll be tweeting more often. But this was just to get the feet wet, get people noticing. And, yeah, I'll put the link down in the description below. Check that out. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Post-game. We'll see you then.